I reserve, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from New York is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I now yield 1 minute to the distinguished gentleman from my home state of New York, Mr. Suozzi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Suozzi is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Roy, the histrionics and the hyperbole are not working. You just said so yourself. It's not working. We're about to pass. It's not working. It's not working. The bottom line is...
The gentleman will suspend. House will be in order.
The bottom line is that we face issues that are very serious in our country, including the border. There's a crisis there. And we have to address it by doing what we're doing today and tomorrow related to the foreign aid bill. We've got to work together. We have to find compromise. We have to find bipartisan solutions. Every problem we face in our country is complicated, and you cannot solve complicated problems in an environment of fear and anger. People have to sit down and work with each other. I know Mr. Moore is a very good man. There's a lot of good people on the Republican side as well as the Democratic side. Let's work together and solve these very serious issues we face in our country. We had a bipartisan solution by one of the most ethical, honest, hardworking, conservative Republicans in the United States Senate, James Lankford. And we didn't go forward with that bipartisan bill because President Trump and others said, we don't want to give Biden a victory. We want to campaign in the chaos.
Mr. Speaker, I yield the gentleman an additional minute.
Thank you, Mr. Nadler. So they said, we don't want to go forward with that bill because we want to campaign on the chaos. We don't want to give a victory to the Democrats. It's not a victory for Biden or for the Democrats, it's for the United States of America. And for us to move forward as a country, we have got to work together. I see the people up here in the gallery today, people watch television, they read the newspaper, and they're sick of this. They don't want us fighting with each other. They don't want us with the histrionics and the hyperbole. They want us to sit down and negotiate a settlement. H.R. 2 was tried before. It didn't work. Let's say you get everything you want. Let's say Trump gets elected. Let's say that you win the House, you win the Senate. I don't want that to happen, obviously, but let's say you get everything you want. You won't get enough votes in the Senate. You'll still have to negotiate a bipartisan compromise. People have got to learn to get back to the basics of legislating and negotiating and working together to solve the problems that the people of America demand that we solve. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
Gentleman reserves.